The following program, The Russ Belville Show, is intended for responsible adults only. We advocate to the repeal of marijuana prohibition for adults. We discuss the science, culture, and controversy about America's marijuana laws. We do not advocate any illegal activity and encourage all listeners to learn their state and federal marijuana laws. Opinions and claims made by guests and advertisers on The Russ Belville Show are their own, and The Russ Belville Show cannot be held legally responsible for their validity or reliability. Viewer discretion is advised.
You take a seed, you plant it, you grow it, you dry it, you roll it, you smoke it. You take a seed, you plant it, you grow it, you dry it, you roll it, you smoke it, and it goes down smooth. Hey!
Spanning the continent to bring you the truth about cannabis and marijuana law reform.
I smoke pot and I like it a lot.
From the promise of legalization.
And I think that we need to rethink and decriminalize our marijuana laws.
To the agony of prohibition.
One major responsibility is to encourage people to use less drugs.
The Russ Belville Show, the voice of the marijuana nation.
Yeah, I hear you had a question for me.
Now, here's your host, Radical Russ Belville.
All right, good day, tokers and tokettes, and welcome to the show. It is Wednesday, June 26, 2013, and it's got to be 420 somewhere in the world. But more importantly, it's got to be my mom and dad's 47th wedding anniversary today. Happy anniversary, Mom and Dad. It's getting to think of it. My mom and dad's marriage has lasted longer than all of their sons' marriages combined. Oh, well, happy anniversary, Mom and Dad. Hope you're having a great day. Now, on today's show, we got all sorts of great stuff for the cannabis community. More highlights from our road trip, our 25-day road trip, and the last event, the High Times Medical Cannabis Cup 2013 Bay Area at the Craneway Pavilion. We've got a little walkabout video for you that we're going to show, give you kind of a feel of all the booths and the goings-on and what's happening in the medication area. So check that out coming up at half past the hour. Also, at the end of the show, before I made it to the Cannabis Cup, the previous event, I got to do an impromptu sit-in show at the Lax Lounge in Tempe, Arizona. This is one of the patient lounges that have cropped up after Arizona passed its medical marijuana law in 2010. So I got to meet some of the people there, looked at some really cool artwork, and they got a big old glass studio in the back where glass workers are working in a place where it's 109 degrees in the summertime. Oh my God. So we'll show you some of that video coming up here real shortly. Also on today's show, we've got our Daily Toker Tunes. It's Irie Wednesday, so Brian the Red's going to bring us some great reggae music. And in Behind the Headlines today, you know, one of my pet peeves is the whole drug testing industry and how we're judging people by the content of their urine instead of their character. And it makes me so mad when it applies to students, high school students. We've talked about how students have been forced to P-test to get in the school orchestra, to get on the chess club. You won't believe what they're going to P-test them for now in the state of Missouri at one high school. We'll get to that in Behind the Headlines. But first, we've got our 420 radio news headlines coming up. We got some dispensaries opening in Vermont. The NAACP is supporting legalization in Pennsylvania. An interesting new study on hemp fabric for hospitals. And problems in Alabama with the drug court cases and the crime labs that analyze the data. All of that coming up on the Russ Belville Show.
We'll be right back after these messages from our 420 friendly sponsors. Support these advertisers because their ad money goes straight to the Russ Belville Show. You're tuned into the Russ Belville Show, the voice of the marijuana nation.
The law offices of Omar Figueroa would like to remind you to stand up for your rights. Please do not give up your precious liberties. There's nothing wrong with standing up for our constitutional rights, and in fact, it's the only way to honor the Constitution that recognizes our natural rights. Treat law enforcement with respect and respect the Constitution by standing up for your rights. If you are detained or arrested, stand up for your rights by repeating, I respectfully invoke all my legal and constitutional rights. I do not consent to any search and seizure. I want to remain silent, and I want to speak to my attorney, Omar Figueroa. Omar Figueroa has more than a decade of experience in federal and California courts and graduated from Yale University, Stanford Law School, and Trial Lawyers College. Please contact the law offices of Omar Figueroa at 415-489-0420 or 707-829-0215 or on the web at www.omarfigueroa.com.
Now it's time for your 420 Radio News for Wednesday, June 26, 2013. I'm Russ Belville. 2 medical marijuana dispensaries opened in Vermont from the Brattleboro Reformer. 2 medical marijuana dispensaries have opened in Vermont after the legislature passed a law allowing the drug to be dispensed to patients with chronic illness or intractable pain. Champlain Valley Dispensary opened Monday in Burlington, and the Vermont Patients Alliance opened a similar dispensary in Montpelier days before. A third facility is planned in Brandon. 2 years ago, the legislature passed a law permitting medical marijuana to be dispensed under strict rules. The legislator must consider what marijuana is selling for on the black market. The dispensaries must consider what marijuana is selling for on the black market when they set their prices. Quote, we have to be concerned about the black market price. We can't undercut that price because that might cause someone to resell it, end quote, said one dispensary owner. The dispensary provides 2 strains of marijuana in 3 different potencies. The drug goes for $225 to $450 an ounce, depending on its quality, but most patients get smaller amounts. The dispensary serves 12 to 15 patients. NAACP supports Pennsylvania bill to legalize recreational use of marijuana from PennLive.com. The NAACP is getting behind Senator Dalen Leach's bill to legalize the recreational use of marijuana. Leach, a Democrat from the 17th District, says that legalizing it and then taxing it could create a revenue stream that could be used to fund schools and roads. The NAACP is backing this bill in Pennsylvania, saying the war on drugs is a catastrophic failure and targets minorities. The bill would legalize and regulate marijuana, allowing law enforcement to shift focus and resources into more serious crime, Leach says. Lab tests show hemp fabric stops spread of deadly bacteria, from theweedblog.com. A study conducted by the Association for Professionals in Infection Control and Epidemiology showed that each year an estimated 2 million Americans contract MRSA during hospital stays, and at least 90,000 die from it. New research has found that hemp fabrics actually kill bacteria, including MRSA. In a test conducted on a hemp blend fabric, 60% hemp, 40% rayon, where the fabric was infected with staph, researchers found that the hemp material killed the staph bacteria at an incredible rate. The material was found 98.5% bacteria-free upon the first measurement. A study published in the Journal of Clinical Microbiology tested both methicillin-sensitive and methicillin-resistant staphylococcus that are common on hospital materials such as clothing, towels, scrubs, lab coats, privacy drapes, and splash aprons, and found the bacteria survived on every material for at least 1 day, and in some instances as long as 90 days. Replacing any number of these items with hemp-based materials could severely reduce transmission of these deadly bacterias. Lebanon High School to start drug testing students with parking passes, from KSPR.com. It's almost like a pop quiz. Lebanon High School will randomly drug test students with parking passes. Starting next year, the school will randomly test 20 students every 2 weeks. High school principal Kevin Lowry says that's about 480 students a year. The district will spend $8,000 a year on the tests, and even Lowry admits it'll take money away from other activities like sports. Still, he calls it a worthwhile investment. Drivers aren't the only ones subject to the random tests. The district's policy requires tests for any student athlete or student who signs up for an extracurricular activity. Slow drug testing stymies court cases across Alabama, from Alabama.com. The evidence room of the Dothan Police Department overflows with seized marijuana, cocaine, and other drugs. The evidence logs are bulging. Dothan Police Lieutenant Bubba Ott said, as the department is forced to keep evidence, primarily for narcotics, long enough for the confirmation from the Alabama Department of Forensic Sciences that police identification of the substance is correct. From a statewide perspective, we are 30,382 behind in cases right now, said Montgomery Regional Laboratory Director Catherine Richard. She also said, quote, our oldest case here is from July 2012, end quote. Ott said Dothan police run into the problem of getting misdemeanor drug offenders prosecuted before the 1-year statute of limitation runs out. This has been your 420 Radio News for Wednesday, June 26, 2013. I'm Russ Belville. When we come back, we go behind the headlines to take a look down under in Australia, where a coroner says cannabis probably contributed to a motocross rider's death. We'll show you the junk science behind this supposition when we come back. You're listening to The Russ Belville Show on 420radio.org.
I'm Sub Cool from Team Green Avenger. At TGAgenetics.com, we are working on the leading edge of medical strains. Our strains are rigorously tested for THC, CBD, THCV, and other critical cannabinoids. Know your grow. Check out our genetic diversity at TGAgenetics.com, the home of Jelly Bean, Jack the Ripper, Vortex, and other award-winning cannabis strains.
On an all-new intervention.
Mark, welcome home. Please, come, join us.
Mark hasn't smoked weed in about 10 days, and I'm worried about him. I can't watch him destroy himself.
I'm fine, okay? This is none of your business.
Shh. Come, Mark. We're only here because we care.
I'm in control. That's what they don't get, is that I can start smoking weed anytime that I want to. I just don't feel like it right now.
At first, he was, just skipping a day here and there. But then it got more and more consistent, and then he just wasn't smoking any weed at all.
Mark, we haven't smoked a joint together in like 3 weeks, man. I don't know who you are anymore. Your short-term memory is incredible. I just can't sit back and watch someone destroy their own lives with horrible decisions.
See you guys. Stupid, I'm getting out of here. Hey, don't touch me!
It hurts me a lot, What do you do for someone that you care about that is ruining their own life? What do you do?
He's not showing any signs of starting.
Intervention on A&E.
You want to legalize it? Call your congressman today. 202-224-3121. It's free, it's easy, and you don't even have to give your name, just your zip code, and they'll hook you up to your congressman. Call 202-224-3121 and tell Congress you support marijuana legalization.
Liberate your mind. Liberate your mind.
All right, welcome back, Tokers and Tokettes. 14 after the hour, and time for us to go behind the headlines. Before we do, I want to make a real quick announcement to remind you that this Saturday night we'll be bringing you a live streamed fundraiser for the Southern Oregon Four. That's Lori and Lee Duckworth and their two co-defendants who were raided down there in Jackson County. So we'll be streaming live from Plu's Brews on Lombard Street in Portland, Oregon. Got all sorts of great performances we'll be bringing to you, and great guests as well. So you can check that out. Email me, russ@radicalruss.com, if you'd like more information, or go to our contact page at 420radio.org. All right, I want to get Oh, and by the way, we're going to have a call-in. We'll be speaking to Anna Diaz from Normal Women's Alliance at 1:30 in the next hour. We'll cut in the middle of our DABS panel and give her a call and get a little more information on this as well. So check that out. Stay tuned for that. Okay, going behind the headlines now. I saw this headline in my cannabis news feed. I actually have a marijuana news feed and a cannabis news feed. Cannabis tends to get you the overseas stories since marijuana is particularly an American term. And I saw this headline from theage.com.au, Australian paper, and it says, cannabis probably contributed to motocross rider's death. All right, so let's see how this rolls. It begins by saying a coroner has found the use of cannabis by a motocross rider before he was killed during a race probably contributed to his death. Coroner Dr. Jane Hentless, I'd say, said she believed Anthony Roach, age 41, had used cannabis about 2 hours before the race held at a motocross club. And because of this, she recommends that the club management of these motocross clubs introduce a random and targeted saliva testing program to deter cannabis users from taking part in motocross races. So I thought that's kind of interesting that she had the science to determine that this guy was so impaired by cannabis it led to his death in motocross. Because if I recall properly, motocross is kind of dangerous, right? There's a kind of an inherent risk in motocross as it is. Do we know that cannabis really caused the problem? Well, looking a little further down in the story, below all the cannabis killed the motocross rider stuff, is a description of what happened on this day. It was February 24th, 2007, about 10 in the morning. And I have to tell you, the guy being called Mr. Roach, that's a little bit a little pun there. But anyway, the motocross rider was named Roach. And this is what happened. 10 a.m., February 24th, Mr. Roach was completing the first lap of the B-grade Martini racing race when he crashed toward the end of the top of the big table jump. He fell off on the down ramp. So, if you know motocross or anything, it's a big old jump and, on the way down, wrecks, tumbles, right? That's not what killed him. As Mr. Roach was getting up, another rider in the race came down the slippery ramp from the jump and was unable to avoid hitting Mr. Roach. Mr. Roach was knocked unconscious and died at 10:50 a.m. So, let's get this straight. The coroner here is saying that the motocross rider who did the big, huge, dangerous jump and wrecked coming off the jump and then got ran into by someone else, it must have been cannabis that caused that. Because, if he wasn't a cannabis user, then he would have not wrecked in a motocross race. No, that happens. I mean, no matter how sober you are. Would have got out of the other guy's way in time? What's the argument here? Well, Dr. Hentless had more to say about this. Dr. Hentless said that the toxicology test revealed Mr. Roach was probably a frequent cannabis user. Okay, if he's a frequent cannabis user, we know that he's built up tolerances to the impairing effects of cannabis. She continues to say that he had used cannabis 2 hours before the race after he had arrived and signed on at the club at 7 a.m. So she's saying, because wreck happens about 10, right? So she's saying he signs into the club at 7 in the morning, somewhere around 8 in the morning gets high, and then around 10 in the morning has the wreck. Well, guess what, Dr. Hentless? The toxicology reports, whether you're looking at the amount of active THC in the blood, in blood serum, or inert metabolites in urine, there's no real good way of being able to determine that guy had been using 2 hours before. No really good way. We know that people that are frequent cannabis users have higher background levels, have higher baseline levels of THC in their system at all times. We also know that THC spikes in the blood and blood plasma very shortly after smoking. Like it'll jump over 100 or so within the first 5 minutes, but then declines rapidly throughout the first 4 hours of impairment of use on that cannabis. So At what number do you think he came in at, doctor, to determine that it was about 2 hours ago that he'd used cannabis? For all we know, he had not used any cannabis that day and just had naturally high levels of cannabinoids in his system. Also, the people at the club, no one at the club suspected he had been using cannabis. So no reports that he was blurry-eyed or smelled of skunk or anything like that. Bad journalism, junk science. But we got better news here. It's 20 after the hour.
Indeedy do.
And the news is done, so now we can get to
Hash.
Be right back.
Oh, have you ever met that funny reefer man? A reefer man. Have you ever met that funny reefer man? A reefer man. If he said he swam to China, he would sell you South Carolina. Then you know you're talking to that reefer man.
What makes something funny? How does humor impact health and psychological well-being? How can you incorporate humor into everyday life? A concise, reader-friendly introduction to an important but often underappreciated topic in modern psychology, Humor 101 explains the role of comedy, jokes, and wit in the sciences and discusses why they are so important to understand. Psychology professor Dr. Mitch Earlywine draws from his personal experiences in stand-up comedy to focus on how humor can regulate emotion, reduce anxiety, and diffuse tense situations, expose pretensions, build personal relationships, and much more. He irreverently debunks the pseudoscience on the topic of humor and leaves readers not only funnier, but better informed. It's part of the Psych 101 series from Springer Publishing, Humor 101 by Dr. Mitch Earlywine, Ph.D.
Everyone knows music and marijuana go together, so let's wind up our 20 after break with the Russ Belville Show's Daily Toker Tunes, the best in pod-safe 420 music from around the web. Today is Irie Wednesday, featuring reggae, ska, and other world music genres. You can get downloads and more information about all our Daily Toker Tunes by visiting music.radicalruss.com. Now, sit back and enjoy your Daily Toker Tune.
Well, you know it's Wednesday once again. Time for, tonight's Red Eyes Reggae Flashback. But a prelude to that is this song here we got coming up. This is a band that I've really been liking lately. I first heard them a couple years ago at the Portland Brew Fest downtown. And they actually drew me into a place that had alcohol out in public. So that's amazing. Anyway, they were really great reggae, local band, and the members of the band are also members in other bands, which is really cool. I got to record them upon invitation down to the Hawthorne Theater back in February, and they were nice enough. Brian from the band, who plays the guitar, love that instrument, by the way. He invited me back down, and I got to record again just a couple weeks ago. So hopefully we'll have some more video and audio uploading, to play from that pretty soon, as I'm done editing it. But let's get on to the song here. And like I said, this is Outpost live from the Hawthorne Theater with Pay Attention.
Your panties right from the inside, got it on in every blind taste. To climb the tower to ever the prowess, patience and balance to see above them clouds. Let's get our outpost, hold it on the focus, hold it down on the microscope. He's in everything, so pay attention. This is where you know they never mention. Pay attention, that's how they get ya. Your body line. He's in everything, so pay attention. This word you know they never mention. Pay attention, that's how they get ya.
Georgia. Hi, this is Willie Nelson, and I need your help. Alcohol prohibition didn't work in the 20s, and marijuana prohibition isn't working today. It's time we stop arresting law-abiding citizens because they prefer marijuana over alcohol. Nearly 2,000 Americans are arrested every day on marijuana charges. We're unfairly destroying the lives and careers of hundreds of thousands of people each year simply because they smoke marijuana. These are not criminals. They're average citizens like you, good neighbors who work hard, raise families, pay taxes, and contribute to their communities. We need your help to end marijuana prohibition once and for all. It's the fair thing to do.
For more information, contact NORML, the National Organization for the Reform of Marijuana Laws. Call toll-free 888-67-NORML or visit their website at norml.org.
The cannabis community includes a diverse set of activists and nonprofits working to end the prohibition of marijuana. We take the time to hear the stories of reform on the Russ Belville Show's Cannabis Community Chat.
All right, folks, more video time, catching you up with the events that we had over the last couple of weeks while I was on the road. We played some of the High Times videos yesterday. Got time for one more to fit in this space. We're going to do a little bit of walkabout in the medication area and around some of the booths, take a look at what's happening on one of these events. And then I've got some video from the Lax Lounge in Tempe, Arizona, where the temperature hovered between 106 and 109. You can see the glass blowing studio, some really cool artwork, and of course, the dab of the day. Let's hit it, the video.
Everybody, welcome to the High Times Medical Cannabis Cup in the Bay Area, Richmond, California, 2013. We're here at the High Times booth. You can see they're all getting ready. Get everything put together here for the cup. We got plenty of guidebooks. Plenty of guidebooks. These will all be gone. So it's a huge, huge arena. Looks like they got smart and pointed it the other direction. Here's our High Times booth. Good people of High Times magazine. Some beautiful art here. Big purple buds. A balloon cannabis cup. That's cute. Got more art this way. Hey, hello, hello. Happy cup, happy cup. Somebody got smart and brought some tame.
What's going on, man? Got a bit of it, too.
I'll bet. Looking good. Are these those silicone?
Yeah, the food-grade silicone jars. Yeah, nothing sticks in them. You can actually put something in there, fold it up while it's in there without touching it, pull it back out, free tool included.
That's pretty dang cool.
Stoke.
Stoke. S-T-O-K. StokeUSA.com. Right there, people.
Check us out.
Check them out. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
I think I may have one of your pins on here.
Oh, absolutely. You got it's upside down. Want me to fix that for you?
Oh, yes. That's the last time I dressed myself.
Yeah, there you go. I'm going to fix that for you. We got some really great new pins, too. Some new Nugget pins and some new High Times pins.
Awesome.
These are the new official ones right here.
Cool.
Yeah.
We'll put those up at the end of the...
Yeah, check these out.
Wow. Very nice stuff. Is this one of yours, too?
Yes, it is. That's the OG Kush.
My friend Adam Hand got it for me.
Okay. I know Adam.
Yeah. Good stuff, Maynard. Blindpackpins.com.
Yep.
Blindpackpins.
Check us out.
Mexican Coke.
Yes, sir.
It's not on display. I just love it.
No fructose corn syrup.
I know. It's a beautiful thing.
Great to see you.
Whoop-de-whoop, Cosmic Vapes, doing it big. What's up? With a K. That's right.
Boise State, that's what I'm talking about right there,
That's
boy.
right.
Get out of
I
here.
love wearing Boise State stuff in Pac-12 country.
Yeah, I mean, no joke. I'm a Florida Gators fan, but my West Coast squad is the Boise squad, bro.
Blue and orange.
No joke. Literally, like me and this dude almost got into a fist fight when Boise State beat Virginia Tech a couple years ago because he was so bent out of shape, and I was working him the whole time.
Do I need scissors?
Yeah, I'm from Portland, Oregon.
He's got a box cutter.
Oh, yeah. I wonder all these Ducks and Beavers fans.
Oh yeah.
Last 3-4 times we played them, we beat them. They can't get over it.
Yeah, and they should win, right? You know.
Yeah. Great vape
Yeah,
stuff. Just
vape
CosmicVapes.com.
Yeah.
Far out, man. Thanks. Take it easy. So we're still filling in. Dreadhead Chef is here. All sorts of nice salsas here.
Dessert chips and salsa.
Oh, very nice.
How you doing?
Great, man.
You'd like to try?
I'll try.
Of course you gotta
What
try.
you got that's spicy?
Not spicy.
All sweet. All sweet.
All sweet, no heat.
All sweet, no heat. All right, then I will try.
Yeah, right now, yeah. Have fun. I mean, that's why you're here. All sweet, no heat.
Dreadheadchef.com.
So I've turned chips and salsa into an actual dessert.
Okay.
All right, you ready to
I'll
try
try
this
it,
stuff?
sure.
So it's all natural, by the way. So it's the ultimate munchie food, man. So I'm gonna let you try all three.
Okay.
Unless you have allergies.
No
Okay,
allergies.
cool. All right, we'll do spiced peach first.
Not that I'm aware of.
So you like peach cobbler?
Yeah.
All right, spiced peach on a cinnamon chip. And let your taste buds enjoy.
Reminded me of empanadas or something. I don't know what that's called.
Sopapillas?
Sopapillas, that's it.
All right, now we're gonna go pineapple, banana, pecan. The darker things are just the nuts in there.
Oh, look at that.
That's on a chocolate dusted chip.
That's good stuff there.
So I get all crazy with this stuff. That's just
That's wicked good.
And then we got last but not least, you know, something like that. Strawberry mango. This is the one that really started it all. So this is the one that looks like a regular salsa, but obviously it's not. I just put that on a chocolate. Now let's try the cinnamon. You get a little full of it here.
That's really good.
Strawberry on the cinnamon. So.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Nothing like it. Nothing like it. It's obviously.
I agree. That's unique.
There is no medicine in it. So.
And then you got chips to go with it. You got cinnamon chips.
Cinnamon chips and the chocolate chips.
And
You got it,
chocolate
man.
chips. That's really cool.
Did you bust into them?
Huh?
Did you guys...
Not yet. I've
Okay.
been so busy pulling people
Now I know
in and
this
out.
guy. This is Mike's. I got Mike's last time I was here.
How you doing, sir?
Yeah, I got one of those hots.
Mike and Mike are- Did you? How did you like it?
Love it. Still got some of it.
Yeah, we traded some sauce and sauce, man.
Brother, thank you.
We're all cool in the salsa
Yes,
community.
beautiful.
Definitely. Yeah, we're definitely after you.
We're out there at C17. You want to
I'll
stop
see you out
by?
there too, man.
Excellent.
I'll be out.
All right, what's
Thanks.
your name?
I'm Radical Russ with 420
Russ.
Radio.
All right, thank you very much.
I'll see you
Radical
later.
Russ.
Green doctors are here. Just in case you want me to get your recommendation.
Yeah, well, I gotta wait for the one-way traffic.
It's busy right now.
All right, so making our way to the outdoor area. Looks like it's kind of a walk away. But imagine this is where a lot of the people are now. Looks like we've got a kind of a outdoor. That's nice. Let's see who we can find over here. Gotta get the sign though. I love the sign.
Everybody wants the sign.
Be safe. Don't pass out and make us look bad.
I need you guys to get the red one, sir.
Do I? Tell me all about them.
They're amazing. They're huge and basically cleanest with the filter. Check it out. My salesman will tell you all about it.
Vapier. Vapier.com.
Vapier.com. I'm Amanda.
Thank you, Amanda.
You're welcome.
Take it easy. What's up?
Pull your coat like barbed wire. Spit your flames on his mic, start a bonfire.
Russ is in the building. Yes.
Can't keep me away.
You know who it is. Adam Agados with the podcast. Chilling in the Cali Connection booth. Jessica. What? Yeah, everyone wants to see that. They don't care what I look like.
Wait, you just keep talking. We'll focus on Jessica. No.
But you know how we're going to do. We got a live show coming ahead. Hopefully you will come on the podcast
I'll be out
again.
and about.
It's
I'm
like
streaming live indoors.
It's like a new trend. Every show we have each other on each other's show, one way or another.
Why not?
So we'll do it. PC420.com. World Championship Genetics. As you can see, we got plenty of awards over here. Best booth, best glass, best flowers, best concentrates. 710 is a new 420.
That's right.
Make sure it happens. I see you, Radical Russ.
See you later.
I see you. Look at those pins, so classy.
I know, I'm all blinged up. You guys saw the maintainer yet? Check this out.
Better come out there, 36 of them. One to the side. See that? Sure. I'm gonna put two to the side for Dan to sell.
Who's this?
What's up?
Handmade apparel, healing space guards.
Toiled. And Dread.
What up, Russ? I busted him at work the other day.
Yeah, that was a surprise.
That was a surprise.
Nice wearing that bling.
Yeah, I stopped by your pin guys in there too.
Nice.
Talked to
We
him
got
a
some
bit.
new stuff too.
Yeah, good stuff.
Nice to see you.
RareDankness Seeds, RareDankness.com. Check it out. All right.
Get familiar.
See you around.
Are you Russ Belville?
I am.
How you doing? I'm Joshua.
Hi, Josh.
Well, so we're going to be sharing a booth at Hem's.
Oh, hell, go ahead, man.
Adam speaks highly of you.
Well, thank you, man.
Nice
Half
to
of what he
meet you.
says is true.
Yeah, well, I've checked you out online. So.
Yeah, we're just
Good to meet you.
getting some video for
Good.
the. I'm streaming live inside, so.
Streaming live, huh?
Yeah, so
right now.
I run out, I grab some video.
So I'm on TV now.
Well, not technically live at the moment.
We're delayed.
But I'll take this and run
All right,
it
you're
and
going to have to
play
talk to my
it.
agent about
So
any more exposure.
It's that 10-minute delay just in case anything nasty happens. I got to censor you.
Is there a good time to come by and sit down with you today?
Anytime. I'll be there all day.
We'll snag.
Yeah, although I don't have my banner, so you have to look
we'll
hard.
find you, we'll
my
find you.
banner didn't get shipped.
See you, buddy.
I'll see you guys later. Nice meeting you. Is that the green lady? Is that me, the green lady? been exciting. I can't say it's been more.
All right. You staying afloat?
Yeah, staying afloat. I'm on tour. Been out for about 4 weeks now on the road, and just still doing what I do.
What's the political climate out there? If they can't pass the farm bill, what can they pass?
Gee, I don't know. All the Republicans are putting in these poison pill amendments for things like protect Monsanto and all that. So
Right.
it's kind of a double-edged thing. It's like it's sad that we didn't get the hemp passed, but it's good that the Monsanto thing didn't go through. So.
Right, because we don't want them to get into the hemp.
Oh, hell no.
And we don't want them to get into cannabis.
Oh, no.
Keep hope alive.
I sure will. I'll see you all day.
All right.
Taking pictures for High Times for you. Something wrong with my camera. Hold on. There we go. One more. Thank you.
Website too, heavybuddies.com. We got new characters coming out. Shroomy is our first bomb koozie, Rostabud Man, and then Ashley down there will be our next bomb koozie. Very cool. Thank you. 22 characters all together. We have female characters coming out also. Purple Hazel, Purple Passion. Thanks, bro.
Yeah, it's absolutely the way to go. So, is this a gallery? Is what we're calling it? Okay.
It's going to be the art gallery and exchange.
Yeah, this is very nice.
All the art on the wall is for sale.
Very cool.
Then we have a bunch of glass art as well.
Just all over here, very.
You can see right under the glass studio as well.
Oh, so we've got glass blowing on site, huh? Very cool. And very cool. Now, hemp plants taller than mountains. I like that. All right, so now we get to the display counter. We've got carrots. How cute.
Carrot dabbers. Carrot dabbers.
Carrot dabbers.
Yep.
Really, that's so cute. Stand like this. Nice. There you go, folks. Carrot dabbers. I have to admit, it's the first time I've seen that. And a dart dabber.
and pad, I assume.
Yep.
Now, is the pad made of anything non-sticky or something? Or
No, that one's just a regular old dartboard.
I've seen some of those containers now that are.
Yeah, the no goose.
It's amazing how quickly this market evolved to take up the dab culture.
Industry jumps all over.
Yeah, like yeah, these containers are made of Teflon. Your little dabs will just roll off.
Yeah, you're a smoker. You can have that.
Oh, thank you.
I actually made those.
That's cool.
Silicone so it won't burn.
Yeah. All right, travel ashtray.
Yeah.
I need something small that can withstand being in my bag and
And you
crunched
can
around.
clean it up, dude. Like
Put your titanium on there.
Yeah. Freeze it and play hockey.
There you go.
No, I don't know about that.
But you could straight clean it up with alcohol and it wouldn't even have a smell or anything.
Right on.
It's non
Thank you.
Yeah.
And more art now. I assume it's all the same artist?
Yeah, everything on the wall right now is from this guy called himself Phil Dirt.
Okay.
We all call him Paco, but Phil Dirt is his art name.
Yeah.
He did this real neat painting on the wall here. This is completely interchangeable.
Oh, wait.
Yeah. So you can sit here and move them around. And they're still going to match up. But because they are for sale, he painted on the wall itself so that when they're gone.
That's very cool. How creative is that?
But, you know,
Very creative.
What happens when you smoke pot, people?
Yeah.
Stop prohibition. I mean, that's pretty much the this.
Oh, wait a minute.
Connect the dots.
Connect the dots. Stop prohibition. Collect art. See, I like that kind of stuff. Yeah, man. Like if you count the number of eyes, it adds up to 420. I don't know about that.
You never know.
You never know. I'm always looking for something like that. It's very good stuff. See, there's dirt. You can see the signature. Dirt. All right, so there we go. We got cool art here in Tempe at Lax Lounge. Check them out on Facebook. Hi, everybody. We're here at the Lax Lounge in Tempe, Arizona. And I'm hanging out here with the crew who are all unnamed and they're not really here. So that's the way that works. But as is gone around the rest of the West Coast and everywhere you go, there's the lovely effect of the dab, the concentrate. And I just thought it was time for us to concentrate a little. What the hell? I sure hope he knows what is going on here because I'm not sure how this... It's like a little preparatory. Oh my god, that's cool.
That's more for you.
Got it.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Rure is the word. Endorsed by Michael Phelps. Not really. Thanks, everybody. These are hot dogs. We are in Arizona where, I don't know, I had checked like the temperatures. It was like 105, 100. What is it out? You know?
Yeah, I'll find out right now.
Oh, we know right now.
they got that nice cooler blowing that right down on them.
Yeah.
You like the whole dog area?
I love this. I love
They got their own
this.
couches.
They got they have little couches. 109 in Tempe. There it is. All right. So it's 109 outside, and you're doing glass blowing inside. Yep. And by the way, the walls. More of that fabulous art. I'm just amazed that you can do glass blowing out here when it's 109 degrees out. It's not that bad back here, but it's definitely over. What was it, 80 in here? Yeah, not bad. Dry heat, that's what they say. It's a dry heat. Yeah, but I imagine by the...
Definitely worse in worse conditions.
Yeah. I imagine by the flame it's a little warmer.
That's really not bad. But if we had half a dozen guys in here, it'd be falling as hot.
Right. Oh, you guys, because there's stations here. There's stations here for a lot more.
Last summer, it's that fucking bad, man. It's nasty out here.
So we got American beer and oxygen. What are you guys distributing this to?
What you making, buddy? Make some marbles. Coolest dog in the world. Coolest dog in the world.
So how many pieces do you make in a typical day?
Well, actually, this is a project that we're just starting up.
Yeah. That's great. Loving it. But here's all the raw materials, right? This is just the tubes to start with.
Yeah, these are some of the raw materials here. Some tubing, clear glass, rod and tubes, a variety of colors, ranging from like crayon colors to colors that change all the colors of the rainbow.
Yeah. Where do you get supplies for this? Just from wholesalers somewhere?
There's a variety of distributors. Sometimes we go direct with specific manufacturers like Glass Alchemy. There's also North Star. There's a handful of different glass manufacturers that we can go direct with, but for the most part, you go through a distributor.
Yeah.
There's a lot of clear glass over there. There's glass everywhere. It's
Glass everywhere. And what a nice, these are nice working conditions, I imagine. Yeah, this is pretty good. So, is this just called like Lax Lounge Studio? We don't have one name or
It's the Lax Lab right now.
Yeah. Lax Lab?
Lax Lab right now.
Okay. That's like, I know I was in bands for a long time and I always come up with a name that's the worst part.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God. But anyway. All right.
It's the Lax Lab for sure. Yeah.
All right. We're going to see Lax Labs. We'll see Lax Glass. That was a fantastic trip to Lax Lounge. Big thanks to Ernie and all the cats out there. Johnny Rohr for getting me hooked up.
Amazing stuff that's going on there, and just the way that patients make do in the face of their system. When I was interviewing these folks, they're saying that there's like two levels. There's people that go to the state dispensaries where you're tracked and fingerprinted. Weed costs $70 an eighth. And then there's the patient lounge system where patients are helping each other. So, once again, weed finds a way. It's all the time we got here for Hour 1. Thanks for joining us. Stay tuned for Hour 2. We've got the complete To Dab or Not To Dab panel featuring Bobby Black and our own Ganja John. Plus, Rolling Stone released the greatest stoner albums of all time. When we come back from break, I'll tell you what was number 1. For Brian the Red, I'm Radical Russ. Thanks for joining us. Until next time, take care of each other, tokers.
This is the Russ Belville Show. The Russ Belville Show is blogging and podcasting daily at radicalruss.com.
You take a seed, you plant it, you grow it, you dry it, you roll it, you smoke it. You take a seed, you plant it, you grow it, you dry it, you roll it, you smoke it. You take a seed, you plant it, you grow it, you dry it, you roll it, you smoke it, and it goes down smooth. Hey!